Hello everyone. Today I'm going to take this pill shape that I slapped my channel logo on and used in as a sort of ident sting at the end of my first quenching bee animation. I'm going to take the pill shape and I'm going to give it robot arms and robot legs so that it can be animated and participate in little animations to support the channel. And yeah, basically live its best life. Okay, so what I'm going to do now I've reminded myself what the object's called. I'm going to start a fresh empty scene and append this object in. Okay, so we've got a new scene. Let's get rid of the cube, send that to its demise. Let's append our pill object. There we go, channel pill. Going to append, not bother about linking because I'm going to make some changes to it, obviously. Okay, so that's not in a great position. Let's clear everything except that. Yeah, I don't really want it lying on its back. So actually, no, I'm going to do that in edit mode. So the rotation stays 0, 0, 0. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it in the middle for now. Okay, one of the things I need to do is I want the body to be able to flex during animation, and the problem is for the sake of speed and getting it done, getting the last project done, I've just left it as N-gon, both sides. So what I'm going to do is add geometry so that when the torso is animated, it's going to flex nicely. Just going to turn off the material preview because that's a bit distracting on a black background. I'm going to leave these as quads. Yeah, let me work out. Just playing around with the settings now. I want to leave that at 180. And obviously that's messed up the UV mapping, but I can correct that. Okay. Yeah, let's just project from view. Nope. I did mess up everything. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to select. Okay. So yeah, we're making mistakes as we go along. Not trying to hide that fact. Oh, yeah. Needs to be in face selection up here. That is about right. Close enough. Wait a minute, that looks very low res. Sorry, that's very low res. That's better. Just delete this face. Right, so I've got the faces selected that I want to duplicate around to the back. And I've got my transform pivot point at 3D cursor. Shift D, rotate Z 180. And unfortunately I didn't have auto merge vertices on. I'll put that on now anyway. That's okay. It's merged by distance, and yeah, removed 32 vertices, that's about right. Okay, so yeah, we've got our pill. And in the future it can be, yeah, once it's got an armature in there and once it's rigged up, it will be able to bend. So yeah, let's get to adding an arm. So in edit mode, I'm going to add a cylinder. Okay. It looks a mess now, but I'm just going to turn auto merge vertices off before I do that. Let's try that again. Let's rotate that on the Y. 90. Let's just shift it out of the way a bit. Okay, I don't want this. Just gonna add a loop cut. Insert this. Extrude that in a bit. Yeah, we can tighten these edges up in a bit. And just see what I'm doing better. Okay, just sort of judging the size. I think that's more or less right, yeah. Okay, what I need to do now. I'm sort of just thinking ahead now. Actually, no. What I'm doing is adding more edge loops so that we can merge the new piece of geometry successfully. Shade smooth before we forget, so it matches the rest. Just going to get rid of this ring of faces. We'll recreate them later. Yep, auto merge vertices is off, which is good. GX just to... Yeah, just going to get a final position. Okay, with a knife tool, I'm just going to just invert the selection quickly. That way the knife tool won't... Oh no, it does still affect that. That's annoying. Just seeing if there's any sort of setting. No. Actually, yeah. What I'm going to do is select this vert, snap the cursor to it, and select all this geometry and hide it. So now I have a visual representation of where I want to. It's a bit picky, but what I want to do is just make sure that actually now turn vertex auto merge on. Hit GG, slide it in. So I use a knife tool so that from this angle it's it hasn't changed the curvature this way too much. Okay. Let's bring back everything. Do the bottom now. It's a very minor tweak. I don't really need to do it. It's one of those things that is going to be barely noticeable. But I think I have a bit of OCD with things lining up. Okay, slide that down. So if I unhide everything, I will now take so yeah, let's just make sure it's gonna work. Can't select that because it's solid. Just gonna scale these two. Oh, I'm set in 3D cursor, so I want the medium point. Now when I scale, I'll move away from each other. I just want to. Actually, I can be more exact. Let's set a snapping to vertex. Active. Let's get our manipulator on so we can see. Hold control down. Just going to snap just to the y-axis. Do this side. Okay, what have I got now? I'm sort of preparing the surface on the main pill to accept. Will this work? Just adding more geometry with a knife tool. Okay, yep, slide that down there. Again, just trying to, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a ring of polys around here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Just snap these in the Y. A little bit on the Z. At this zoomed in value, if it's slightly wrong, it's not going to be a big deal. Okay. Now what I can do, delete this. And I can build, go into edge mode. Now this will look messy initially. Or maybe not. It depends what sort of look you want. If you want a bit more of a soft, bubbly look, that's probably okay. But again, my OCD. I'm just gonna. There's this new in Blender 4.4. You can see the base orientation without that annoying bright blue colour flooding your scene on the correct polygons. Yeah, let me just test that out. Yay, nice. Okay, I'm just going to turn sub D off in the viewport. Oh, it's not going to select because this is it's a pole. More than 4 faces going into that bird. Oh yeah, let's do bevel. Ugh. Okay, just gonna do that, and then, but more importantly, go to the settings and make the shape 1, so it doesn't actually change the shape. Okay, that's now really tight. So that's the little critter, the little mascot's right armpit or shoulder socket. And let's fix the UVing, because obviously that's all over the place. Okay. Yeah, obviously this is a hot mesh. Actually, what we'll do first. I could leave the Engon in there. Yeah, this isn't for video games, so it'll be fine. Like with all these extra support loops. That was J to join because the screencast key is not working. Just gonna modelling in the UV workspace always great. That was better to be happy before you do the UV mapping. Okay, vertex mode, Control plus on the numpad to increase the selection. I'm gonna go to 3, base mode. GX1, just to move everything out the way. Let's change that from select to tag scene. Just hitting Control, left click, and it's adding to my selection. I'm going to put a seam down here. Yeah, I could have just scaled everything down and moved it into a black area of the texture. Just future-proofing a bit. So, Control space to increase the window. Okay, Control space to again. Okay, I've got this limited to seam. Check from view. Move this out of the way. In face mode. Make sure I'm in face mode. DY2. I'm going to do these two together. so they sort of make sense. Actually, yeah, do all these that are sort of facing. Do a UV map them at the same time. Project from view bounds. Okay. Follow active quads. What happened there? Didn't like that. Okay, should have done that. GX -1. Just getting everything out the way of the already textured bits. L to select linked. Same. Let's do it again. What did I do last time? Oh yeah, just unwrap. Just move that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, they are different. I thought that was a mistake, but that's fine. Okay, I've got nothing left over here, so... always best to... actually, no. Let's treat these as a different scale. Again, my OCD is making the... I want this to be exactly in that corner. Scale that down. So it's gonna... actually, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Want to leave a bit of gap for mip mapping at some point. Okay. So yeah, bit of a bodge, but the way these are going to be mapped in the future, I'm sort of restricted to only changing the colour of the texture really. Okay, material preview. Oh, we're good to go. We got our textured socket, curvature. It's fine in most situations. So let's duplicate that. This new piece of geometry. Actually, before we duplicate, this is why I've sort of restricted the faces on the main cylinder to, so I know I can delete these on the other side and everything will be peachy. Okay. Yeah. Making sure that auto merge vertices is on. Select the new armpit. And what I can do is just, yeah, 3D cursor. So if I put the rotate, it'd help if the cursor was, nope, object mode. Try that again, Control S. Okay. Now the cursor. Now the 3D cursor is in the center of the object because the center of the object is in the center of the world. Yeah, so you can see now. It's got to pivot that way. So I'm going to Shift D to duplicate it. Immediately go for R for rotate. Z to choose the axis. 180. Because I've got merge verts on, auto merge verts, this is connected. Okay, so that's the shoulder joints. My plan is to maybe have a leg sticking out. I'm going to reuse this patch of geometry, this shoulder joint. It's going to work out. Will it look good like that? Or one higher? Just trying to work out where to put the leg or the hip joints. Nah, that'll be too wide, won't it? Yeah, delete those. Okay, yep. Pivot point is the wherever the 3D cursor is. Oh, hold on, let me work out how much to rotate by. Bring up the old calculator. Actually, how many? Where is my? Oh, forgot to put stats on. Always good to have statistics. Okay, yeah, there is 32 verts around. So 360 divided by 32 is 11.25 each segment. So how many times do I need to rotate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Times 6, 67.5. Okay. Let's grab our selection again. One more. Shift D, rotate, but on the y-axis this time. 67.5. If I go to vertex mode, yeah, that's all cushy. Okay, let's delete this. So we don't have to work out the angle again, I'm just going to go from this side. Let's just do minus 67.5. Shift D to duplicate our y-axis, minus 67.5. Hit 1 to make sure it's all merged in. Okay, there we go. We've got the body of our channel mascot. He's got sockets for robot arms and robot legs. I'm just going to save that. In case the pet aardvark sits on the PC and breaks it. You do not want that to happen.